Here I go. I'm unprepared. It feels good doing stand-up again. I took a year off from stand-up. Not that I don't like stand-up as much as I just don't like microphones. I'm sick of talking in them. I mean, I used to work at Burger King for 6 years. I didn't work the mic, I worked the grill. A guy named Steve used to work the mic, and I thought he was just a pain in my ass. He used to, every time someone orders something, "Hi, how are you? Could I have a Whopper with cheese?" "Sure." "A Whopper with cheese?" "You son of a bitch, I'm right behind you. Just turn around and ask me for a Whopper." You know, Canada's nice. This is kind of like a kinder and gentler America, in a way. Even like the police are nicer. I'm not gonna say they're nice, I don't know. But they just smile at least, you know? I've been to jail before, twice, not as a prisoner. One time was from childhood. I was suspended from school 23 times during February. I wasn't bad, though. I was just mischievous. I got hold of all my teachers' home phone numbers. At the time, I thought it was funny. I was calling in death threats. I know that's bad, man. You know, my English teacher, Mr. Johnson, I called him up. He was all nice on the phone.
"Hello? Johnson residence."
Is this Mr. Johnson?
"Yes, it is, and who might this be?"
You're a dead man, Johnson.
"Who is this? Shut up, punk!"
You're gonna die. Unless you change David Chappelle's grades.
I don't know how he caught me. After that, they put me in a program called Scared Straight. Have you ever heard of this? This is where they put bad kids like me in prison. And the prisoners yell at us, they tell us scary stories. You know, they try to scare us into being good. And the other kids were scared. But I was not scared. I was just heckling the guy. "Hey, shut up, you convict. Like, I'm gonna take advice from you. You look like a person that made all the right choices in life. Let's wrap this up. I gotta be out of here by 3. What time you leaving?" This guy. The other time I went to jail was, had nothing to do with me, really. I was just bailing a friend of mine out of jail, which is probably no big deal to you, but if you're a black dude, you know, you gotta walk right into the belly of the beast. You don't wanna. A black dude wants to go to jail. I was scared. I had to look non-threatening. "Hey, how are you? I'm here to bail out a friend of mine."
"Oh, okay. While you're here, you do fit a description. If you'll just walk this way, we can..."
I mean, I've been mugged before. I was mugged in 1992 by a white guy. I never saw that coming.
"Hey, you got the time?"
Ah! He stood over me. He's,
"Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet."
I gave it to him. I didn't know what to do. He's like, "Who's gonna believe you?" I had to fill out a police description. I went to the police station anyway. They said, "Mr. Chappelle, what did he look like?" I said, "He was white." I said, "We know he was white. You told us that a million times, but what did he look like?" A little bit like you. He looked like a voter. Looked like his taxes were paid. I mean, what do you look like? So I had a hard time, so I know they must have a hard time when it's us. You know what I mean? Like,
Did you get a look? Did you see the guy that tried to rob you?
yes. Yes, I did. He's about 6 feet tall.
6 feet tall?
Yeah. He had his hat on backwards, too. Good.
That's good stuff, sir. Hat was on backwards.
He was black.
Okay, big lips, big nose, dick hanging out. Say no more, sir. I'll draw him from memory.
Let me get my stencil. I think I can trace this guy and save some time. Down in the States, the police got those handy Negro stencils. That'd have been funny with like 5 black people here. Anyway. It's just different for us. We're scared of, black people are scared of police, man. My house got broken into. You think I called the cops? My house is too nice. It's not a real nice house, but they never believe I live there. And as soon as I open the door, man, oh, he's still here.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
Apparently this nigger broke in and hung up pictures of his family everywhere. I don't want to upset you guys. I'm not saying I have problems being black. It's great. One time being black saved my life. I was coming from overseas. I had done a show in England. And I was on a plane. We were just taxiing down the runway, and a guy stood up. I don't know how he got a machine gun on the plane. It was very scary. He stood, everybody, get on the ground. Nobody look at my face. Started freaking out. Because he was Chinese. I was like, why is he talking like that? But I looked across the aisle. There was only one other black dude on the plane. He was from Nigeria. And I looked across the aisle. He was already looking at me. He didn't say 2 words to me. He just looked at me. He was like... He didn't need to talk. I knew just what he was talking about. I looked right back at him. And then there was some white guys on the front of the plane that saw us. And they were like, oh, my God. I think those black guys are going to try to save us. That's not what we were talking about at all. We were just communicating that we understood the situation. Do you know what we understood, sir? It's very simple. Terrorists do not take black hostages. That's right. I have never seen one of us on the news reading a hostage letter. They is treating us good. We all just chilling. I'd like to give a shout out to Ray Ray and Big Steve and them. Not gonna see it. These terrorists are smart. I mean, they're not smart, but they know what they're doing. Black people are bad bargaining chips. They call up the White House. Hello? We have got 5 black people. Hello? Hello? God bless you all. Good night, everybody. Good night.
So I'm visiting from New York, and I know you're worried. I know you're worried about us, but ain't no thing, man. We okay, man, you know. You know how I know New York is exactly back to normal, man, before the attacks? We're back. Because, I tell you why I know the city is back to normal. A couple of weeks ago, a woman got pushed in front of the train for the first time in like 9 months, which means, you know, the city's, you know what I mean? Getting back to the way it was, you know what I mean? People, I just got tired of people sitting around too depressed to kill. It's... I just started traveling recently, man, last 3 years. I never left the East Coast until 3 years ago, so, you know, I know countries. I know you don't like America. I know. And I didn't know why until I started traveling. We're arrogant. We don't know the name of your president, you know. I tell you how arrogant I was. I was so arrogant, I refer to people in their own country as foreigners. When I'm visiting you, I act like you're visiting me. When are you foreigners gonna learn how to cook a steak? What is this language you're speaking here in Japan? I hate traveling. I really want to lose weight so I can laugh at fat people because they have a lot of trouble traveling now. You got to buy 2 seats. How do they even judge if you're too fat? Do they make you put your ass cheek in the carry-on? I'm sorry, sir. You have too much carry-on ass cheek. See, I'm in a weird fat position. I'm regular fat. I move around, I walk around. I'm not like talk show fat where you get like, watching Jerry Springer had the 1,000-pound man. Now, 1,000 pounds, I'm 300 pounds, so that means you're 3 of me and another dude with pneumonia or something, like another dude that's not feeling well. And you eat till you just, and that's all he did was just, that was his job. And people in the audience crying. That's white girls, that's your job, is to cry over everything. Oh my God. He's 1,000 pounds. What happened? He ate. You don't catch 1,000 pounds. Nobody stick you with a dirty needle. You eat. There gotta be a rule to fatness. My rule to my fatness, I'll kill myself if I eat so much that under my stomach, I start to grow an ass in the front. If I start to grow an ass in the front where my balls should be, I'm gonna shoot myself in the face. Because I know I ain't gonna exercise to lose an ass. But this dude had titties everywhere. He had titties on his back, his knees, his hips. I was getting horny watching him. I'm like, I only joke around, because I'm not a big fan of people. So that's why I'm so mean. I'm like an animal dude. I'm one of these dudes. I walk around, I'm like, oh, it's animal. I see a homeless dog. I'm like, oh, I'm all like a little bitch. Oh, the doggy, That's why some countries, man, the food they eat. Now, I'm gonna say China, but I don't mean China. I just mean countries that Chinese people come from. Like, how can you eat a dog? I have trouble disciplining my puppy when it piss on the rug. Hey, Bob, But you ever see them specials? They have those Chinese chefs and they cook it, and there's a kitchen full of puppies. And they just don't even care. Like fried puppy faces like it. I'd be skinny. If I had to kill my own food, I'd be in shape. I'm glad my food comes murdered for me. If I had to shoot a cow in the face for my burger that I love, like you're dead cow, and the cow's just looking at me like, I couldn't do it. So thank God, for fish, because I could kill fish easy, because, fish don't have any eyebrows, so you could just, you just stab a fish, and all it do is just look at you like it wants, what, faggot, what? Look, I know this is a real turbulent kind of time we're in, man. I know everybody's worried and everything, but look, if you want to live, just don't come to New York. They got to kill us first, and then they're going to come after everybody else. I don't know where Montreal is on the list or whatever. Somebody told me a lot of them live here, and they just come across the border. That's what somebody told me. I'm reporting the news. Everybody's worried in the States they're going to get their state next. I don't know why. I mean, people in Nebraska, I don't know. You see what happened in New York City? Oh, it's terrible, man. We got to be careful here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Because they might be trying to come get the corn next. 6 tractors were hijacked today and driven into a cereal factory in Iowa. It's a terrible sight here, Jim. We're live at the Raisin Bran factory. Raisin silo #1 is completely engulfed in flames. I think next year it's only going to be 1 scoop of raisins in the Raisin Bran. Hey, look, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Montreal, I'm back. You remember me? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. It's always good to be back in Montreal. Huh? What a great city. Well, listen to this. Down in America, they just did a wildlife survey, wasting our money, $3 million, a wildlife survey that said there's only 29 white rhinoceros left in the world. 29 white rhinoceros. What the hell do I care about how many rhinoceros left in the world? On the other hand, if they came back and told me there's only 15 chickens left, we got a major problem on our hands here. What can I do to chip in on this research? I'm telling you right now, somebody came and told me there's only 15 chickens left. I got to go. A chicken has the worst life of any animal on this planet. Do you ever think about that? A chicken has a bad life. A chicken is the only animal on this planet that never dies of natural causes. A chicken has a bad life. You never even see a dead chicken laying on the side of the road, do you? You see dead dogs, dead skunks, but never a dead chicken. You never see a lot of things you never see. You never see Blockbuster video stores being built. You're just driving down the street and go, hey, when they put that over there? Things you never see. You never see homeless people in the country. You never see homeless people in the country with a sign willing to work for food. And farmers are driving by going, what the hell you think we're doing? I know I need to go to jail for saying a lot of things I said tonight. But a lot of people need to go to jail. You know that? You know who needs to go to jail? People that pass you on the freeway and then go slower than you were going. These people need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. The weatherman needs to go to jail. Weatherman has the only job in the world where he's never right and they say, all right, come on back in tomorrow. Weatherman always telling you what it's almost going to be. Mostly. Chances are. Chances are. You go to school, a teacher asks you how much is 3 plus 4. You can't go nearly 7 with a 20% chance of being 8 and maybe 9 in the low-lying areas. Next time I see my weatherman go, hey, this gun is partly loaded. Now, is it going to rain or not? A lot of people need to go to jail. People that win these lotteries, 6, 4, 9, they need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. Every time they win all this money, and they keep saying, I'm going to keep my job. Like the man in Wisconsin won $100 million, said he's going to go back to his job teaching. I said, apparently he doesn't teach math. I won $100 million, I'm going back to my job. I ain't going to do nothing. Say what, I came in late. And I'm leaving early. A lot of people need to go to jail. I don't understand this world. How come that people that snore always the first to fall asleep? Things I don't understand. Why is there a security guard at the Salvation Army store? Who wants to be caught stealing crap from the Salvation Army store? A lot of things I don't understand. Where are they coming up with the titles for these new movies while you were sleeping? They don't even finish the titles anymore while you were sleeping. Well, what the hell happened while I was sleeping? Where are they coming up with these titles? Dumb and Dumber. Well, you can add to that. After I paid my $7.50, Dumb S. Where are they coming up with these titles? It's a crazy word. Then they had the piano. Did you see the piano? This is about eventually somebody getting their fingers chopped off. So I said, if that's what the piano's about, I'm not going to see the Nutcracker. And before I leave, one more thing I want to talk about. C'est bon? C'est bon? C'est bon? One more thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about something very, very serious. And that is, I want to talk about the way you people drive in Montreal. You people drive like you're crazy. I'm surprised you don't have more handicapped parking spaces the way you drive up here. I'm driving on the highway coming in from the airport. I'm doing 80 miles an hour, and I'm passing nobody. 3 school buses shot by me, zoom, zoom, zoom. And the little kids were giving me the finger, you know what I'm saying? Montreal, I'm George Wallace. We love you. C'est bon, c'est bon.
What's going on? What's up, Montreal? What's going on? Having a good time out here. Walking around Montreal. Had a good day today. I saw somebody get arrested today. That was pretty funny. That's what I like. That's my little hobby. I like to watch people get arrested. Hate to see black people get arrested, though. Every time I walk by a brother getting arrested, he always look at me like I'm supposed to help him escape. You know, like I'm supposed to knock out the cop. Get the key! We in this together. I'm like, no, we not. They didn't say nothing about this at the meeting. Sometimes I just stop and watch. You ever do that? Just stop and watch someone get arrested? You know, I pay my taxes. I can do that. Sometimes people get mad at you, too. One day I stopped to watch this one dude, right? And they putting the cuffs on him, right? And he looks at me. He's like, what the hell are you looking at? I said, I'm looking at your ass go to jail. And make something of it? You can say anything with the cuffs on, huh? What? You want a piece of me, huh? You talking to me? They put him in a squad car, man. I came out the window, I was knocking on the door like. Well, he in the car, I'ma kill you. I'm like, whatever. They need more cops in my neighborhood, man. You know, I have like the worst neighborhood. I live in the worst neighborhood. I have the worst apartment. I have like one of those first floor apartments. You ever live on the first floor? That's like the worst floor to live on, man, because people walk by all day and look in your window. You know, and I like to sit in the living room and watch TV, right? And all day people are just walking by just. You know, gay guys be walking by too slow. I love my little apartment, you know. I sit home and watch cops all day. You know, I can watch people get arrested in the comfort of my own home. That's my show there, too, right? Y'all watch Cops up here? That's my show. That is my show, man. You know, I like when they're running, too. That's what I like. That's my favorite part, when everyone's being chased. You know, because everyone's running. You know, like the cameraman is running, man. The criminal's running, you know. And cameraman's quick, too, ain't he? He be right on the guy. And the thief is always surprised that the cameraman's keeping up with him. We jumping over fences. You know, cameraman right there. Yeah, the cop is nowhere in sight. The cop's like 2 blocks away, like, get him! Get him! Cameraman doing all the work. You know, trying to outrun the cop's cameraman. You can't outrun the cop's cameraman. He's in shape. He does it every week. I like, my favorite part, though, is when they lose a guy for a little while. You ever see when they lose a guy? Like, lose him in somebody's backyard? That's when the voiceover comes on. It's like, we know. We know he's back here somewhere. We think he's in those bushes over there.
And you be at home trying to find them too, like. No, looking all over your TV. What the hell? Where did he go? The dude be in the bushes trying to blend into the leaves. I saw one episode where they had a dude cornered, right? And my man had a jacket on, so he turned his jacket inside out and tried to pretend he was somebody else. You know, come walking in the bushes. Who are y'all looking for? We looking. Yeah, that's over here. Hate that whole dating thing, man. Don't you hate dating, man? Dating is so messed up, man. You gotta pay for everything. Right? When you do, you pay for everything. You pay for the movies, you pay for the show, you pay for dinner, you pay for everything. And when she pays for something, she calls it a treat. You know, and she tell you too, she go, you know what? I'm gonna treat you tonight. And you looking at her like, it is about damn time. I've been waiting for my day. I got bad credit because I've been treating you. Look, I gotta get out of here. My name's Mr. Fatty.
These are my jokes. If these jokes don't get me a deal, nothing will. How y'all doing? Boy, let me tell you something about Canada. I like it. Y'all got some beautiful people here, but you got too many white people in the country. I'm scared. I know y'all looking at me right now going, why she got a purse on stage? Because white folks steal. Any race of people that'll take land from the Indians and sure enough take $2 or $3 out your purse, so watch them. But I love y'all, but where the black men at? Y'all need some more black men, because only black men y'all got here speak French. And that is not sexy. But I'm telling you, I can't discriminate against men, because when you're single, you gotta date everybody. A breathing man is a good man. See, my husband is dead. I'm a widow, God rest his soul, but I was acquitted. I had a very good lawyer, don't worry. Now I'm chasing everybody. I'd even date a handicapped man, because I want to park as close to the grocery store as I possibly can. There's a bunch of good men out there. You just got to find them. That's the hardest thing in the world to find. Like, y'all got some football players here. What's y'all football team called? The Alouettes? Yeah. See, that's what I want. I want an Alouette. I think I deserve a little souvenir from Canada. And I like them big and black. Do they have big black ones? See, that's what I need, a big black one. Because I'm in love with a football player in the United States. He's 6'5", 303 pounds. But as much as I like him, my father loved him. When I brought him home to meet my family, because, you know, we country people from Arkansas, you got to bring him to meet your parents. When I brought him home, my father told him, you don't have to bring her back to come back to visit us. And ladies, stop trying to bond with these men while they watching sports. When hockey come on, fix that man some snacks and get out of the way. Take that man's wallet. Now, ladies, I want to tell you something. Listen to your mothers, because mothers know everything. I got the greatest mother in the world, Joyce Underwood. I love her. You know, black mothers always on your side. I could kill 3 people and my mother go, well, what did they do to you, baby? And the last thing I want to tell you, ladies, is don't be a gold digger, right? A real man will give you anything and everything you want, need, and desire, as long as you don't ask him for anything. If you need a new refrigerator, don't ask him for it. Bring him a hot beer. And wait for a refrigerator to show up at your door. Thank you. My name is Cheryl.
Bienvenue. That's the only French word I know, so I figured I'd throw it out at you. Hey, my name is John Hinton, and it's good to be here in Montreal. Before I got on the show, I had so many problems with credit cards. Had credit card debt I had 8 credit cards, every one of them up to the limit. 8 cards, every one of them maxed out. That's why if I lost my wallet, I ain't give a shit. You can charge something with these, well, God bless you, go right ahead. Had people calling my house, writing me letters. Somebody wrote me a letter and said, Mr. Hinton, your credit card privileges have been suspended. Rip up your card, no longer use it, and send us a payment on or before the 13th. I wrote him a letter right back. I said, look here, if I didn't make payments when I could use this card, makes some sense. I had a big letdown a couple months ago. I was watching the golf tournament called the Masters. And what I thought a black man named Tiger Woods had won a golf tournament called the Masters, and he had a white caddy. Oh, I was just in heaven. I was just in heaven. Hey, you got a white caddy too. Tiger, we shall overcome. Now I found out Tiger doesn't want to be referred to as being black. He's 1/8 Indian, and he's Mr. Fraction Man. He got 1/8 Indian, and got some Puerto Rican, and some Dutch, and some Irish, and some Asian. And I'm like, shit, Tiger, in the United States of America, none of that shit counts. If you look black, you're black, okay? If Tiger, just a little something from me to you. Now, if you just happen to be out in the street with a couple of your white friends, and a cop goes up to you and says, nigga, get your hands up. Put your hands up, Tiger. Just in case they don't see all those fractions. Maybe they don't see the Irish in you, Tiger. Maybe they don't see that Dutch or that Puerto Rican or that Asian. Because Tiger, I mean, I'm glad that he won and everything, but like I said, he just started tripping. He didn't want to be considered black. And I'm like, hey, man, just be proud of what you are, man. Because if you look that way, you know, that's the deal. You know, because he was tripping. He started saying Martin Luther King stuff, you know, like, I want people to judge me on the content of my character and not the color of my skin. I'm like, yeah, well, Martin Luther King was dreaming and they shot him for it. So you might want to wake your ass up, Tiger. Because, hell, I mean, everybody got a little, you know, a little something in them, especially black people. We got different nationalities, different races than us all over the place. I mean, it's like, hell, my great-granddaddy is Irish. I can't take my ass to Boston. Go into, like, some Irish tavern, Molly O'Sullivan's Bar and Grill, and say, hey, I'm Irish, top of the morning to you. Like, Sean, we gonna be whooping your ass, black man. You gonna see green stars, blue moons, yellow clovers, you know. Hey, my name is John Hinton. Thank you very much.
All right, what's up, Montreal? Yeah. What's up? Oh, man. I was gonna talk about family, I was gonna talk about some things, but I have to talk about something else. I went downtown today. When you people say it's only 2 blocks away, that must be in Canadian miles. See, in America, this is a block from there to there. When you go from the 600 block to the 1200 block, that is not 1 block. Tell people it's 5 miles away, you probably should get a cab. Just say, are you from America? Then you should catch a cab. And no, cobblestone, I know it looks good because it's old, take it out. Take it out, get yourself some concrete. I know it was part of Canada, I know it was part of your, take it out, chip it off, and lay some asphalt down so people with bad feet and bad bunions and over 55 can walk places. Once you're over the age of 20, cobblestones like this. And when you build a sidewalk, finish it. Finish the sidewalk. I don't know if you ran out of money, like, fine enough, we stop here, we go back down here, we go back. It just ends. I'm walking on the sidewalk and notice everybody else was going across the street. I said, what are they doing? It ended. It just stopped. There were no more stores and no more people. It's like I said, we want to work this way now. And you're nice people, but you're too nice. You're so nice. If you don't know something, it's all right to say, I don't know, ask somebody else. But know what you do? I say, man, I'm trying to get down to another club here. Oh, Lord, oh. When people do this, it means they don't know. You should just run from them. People pat their head like it's gonna jump out. Wait, I know. Like I'll smack it out of myself. I'll smack myself so much. Now I know. Now I know where it says. It was in the back. I couldn't get it out. Now I found it. One thing I found is universal is families. Everybody, when we talk about families, about love, we got people here, I see a lot of families, we got kids here. I want to talk to you parents with teenagers, it's something very important, because this is just where I'm teaching. It's not about comedy. Things you should know as a family. We got some teenage, you're a teenager? How old are you, man? 14. You're at that, you just got some testosterone. You don't know what's wrong with you. You see girls, you want to take a bath, you want to take a shower, don't you? You've never showered on your own in your life. For the first time, you stink, you smell yourself. And you don't know what's wrong with you. I want teenagers to know, as parents, our life got jacked up because of you. We can't say this when we're in your family. I can say it because I'm not in your family. I can tell you, if we'd have known what you were going to be like when you became 13, we'd have never had you. We'd have never done it. When you see a big family, that's not a family that loves children. They're trying to get one that's right. They just get one that's right and they cut him out from the rest. You'll be okay. Forget them. They're not going to make it. You're the special child. You're the golden child. Things that teenagers need to know. I know you're young. When you're young, you look at your parents. I hate you. We hate you too. We've hated you longer. We just can't say it because it'll mess your head up and you need therapy and all that other kind of stuff. And know how you know when your parents are about to say they hate you? Because they do this. So when you do something and your parents are like, ha ha ha, they hate you. Now what's confusing to parents is you hate us, but you won't leave our house. You are 25 years old in our house going like this. I hate this place. Well, go. Get your stuff and go. I can't wait till I leave. We can't either. We're gonna throw a party. I'll drop you off. Where do you need to go? Now, a lot of you sit here, got grown kids in your house, don't you? 25, 30 years old, can't get them out. Confused, you sit there and have discussion when he's not around. He just got here, I just can't, he has to get out. I don't know, here he comes. Hey. Know how you get a kid out your house? Know how you get a grown kid out your house? They can't take the parents naked. There's not a child in here. They don't want to see that vision. They can't take it. You want somebody out your house, you and your man start walking around naked. While he's eating breakfast, just walk in the kitchen naked. Smack your wife on the butt. Your mom's a freak. They will run out your house and never come back. He will have visions of breasts hanging down to his waist for the rest of his life. Like, God, what was that? What was that? That's gonna be your wife in 25 years. Because it will happen. It's natural. That's why I hate to see people when they get breasts. Ladies, let it go. You've earned it. Let them drop. Drop, drop. Let your butt drop. Let your breast drop. Just walk with a drop. Get a new drop walk. You've earned it. You've raised your family. Just shake them at your kids sometime. You did this. Shake it at them. It's a shame. Tell you, I love being up in Canada. I love being around your people. Y'all have been so nice to all of us. It meant so much. I just ask that you help us have a currency exchange at every store. Just put it there on the counter so we don't have to go like, this is what America looks like when you buy something in Canada. And y'all give us anything back. And we take it, because I can't compute it. This 1.8 times 9/5 plus 32. No, that's the temperature. Can't you just be polite? You know we're here, say 80. Just say it's 80 degrees. You know we don't know what 40 means. I got a winter coat. I got some boots. They say it's gonna be 27 degrees, might drop down to 22. I said in July? I got boots, I got gloves, I got a hat. And you laugh, haha, that's Celsius. What is Celsius? That's not even a word. It's Canadian for should have been Fahrenheit. Hey, y'all been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much, peace.
All right, what's up, Montreal? Okay, everyone talks about the beautiful women in Montreal. City just absolutely full of beautiful women, but I'm not hitting on the women here. I'm not, because I get tired of it. You know why? Because every woman I meet, for some reason, I end up being the friend. You ever get that? We just friends. I just want to be your friend. Let me tell you something. Having a woman as just a friend, that's like having $19 in the bank and looking at your ATM card. Oh, it's rough, man, it's rough. I mean, you can see it. You know it's there. You just ain't getting to it. And I asked this girl one time, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? How come I end up being a friend? She tells me, oh, well, you're just not aggressive enough. You know, if I had known you wanted sex, we could have had sex. But we're friends now. Can't have sex, because that would just ruin the friendship. Because that's the line, right? Sex would just ruin the friendship. I'm like, look, we have sex, you'd be the best friend I got. But it's not all bad. Not all bad being a friend, because I get to talk to women. You know, and more importantly, I get to listen to women talk. Because women talk. See, men talk, but you know, we just lying to each other. What women don't understand is we are happy on that level. We're not trying to bond, we're trying to outlie one another. All right, guys see a girl, he's like, yeah, I got some of that, man. She gonna walk funny for a week. Right, and your boys are like, yeah. And they know it's not true. But it sounds good. But see, when women talk in detail. Women sit around talking about positions, duration, equipment. Fellas, we are being judged and we're not doing well. But women talk to me. They talk to me about their boyfriends. They're always asking questions. Women have a big problem communicating with men. They ask why they can't talk to their men. Ladies, you know why you can't talk to men? Because you ask us questions we cannot answer. Okay, there are certain things that we can't answer. The number one question, do you remember? Do you remember? Don't you remember? No. No, I don't remember. I'm a man. I cannot remember. Look, we invented instant replay because we forgot something we just saw. And then they ask why. Why did he do this? Why do men do that? Ladies, let me explain something to you, okay? Let me explain the problem to you. The problem is we're men. You're giving us far too much credit, okay? Women are very complicated creatures. Women think things through, they plan things, they cause and effect, it all makes a difference. Men don't do that. We live in the moment. All a guy cares about is having a good time right now. Right? If a guy's having fun, we ain't thinking about nothing. We ain't thinking about the future. We don't remember nothing from the past. If we were to tell you the honest truth, it would simply be, seemed like a good idea at the time. Right? That's why we do it. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Bill Clinton would have saved himself a world of hurt if he had merely told Congress the truth. Mr. Clinton, are we to understand she just walked in the office and, just seemed like a good idea at the time? And don't get me wrong, ladies, I am not knocking women, okay? Because I'm telling you, I hang out with women all the time. I couldn't be a woman. Really, too much work. It's difficult. I went shopping with this girl and I learned things, okay? We went to Victoria's Secret, which normally would be fun, but I'm just a friend, So now I'm just a test subject. But I learned the science of panties. Because there's a whole science. See, I'm a man. We wear boxers. You don't need to know anything to buy boxers. Walk in, get your size, walk back out. Right? The only thing you got to remember about boxers is don't wear flannel with corduroy. Because if you start running, you will burn something up, all right? But with women, it's like they got the thongs and the G-strings, and then you got to color coordinate. You can't have any lines showing, Then they got them big period panties, Of course, they don't get those at Victoria's Secret. Those come from Kmart. That's a different trick. But see, women are slick. Women are subtle. A woman will claim you. You don't even know you're being claimed. Because they'll offer to do something nice, right? Like clean the house. And we're dumb. We're like, yeah, sure, clean the house. She is not cleaning the house. She is marking her territory. Because once a woman has cleaned your house, any other woman knows that a woman cleaned the house. Because women clean different than men. First of all, women dust. Men don't dust. We like a coat. Matter of fact, we need a coat of dust around the house. That tells us where to put stuff back. You guys are great. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Hello, how everybody doing? Oh my God, how you, man, great crowd. Y'all look at me like I'm gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall, Don't get scared, I'm not gonna fall, okay? Y'all look like, oh God, please don't let him fall. I mean, who gonna help me? Nobody, You all be standing across the street, the fat guy fell across the street. Actually, I happen to be the smallest in my family, I have a cousin, he's a little bit bigger than me, right? He went and bought a 1999 Ford Escort. He came to my house, he's like, let's go get something to eat. I'm like, where am I sit? He's like, I get in the front, you get in the back. I say, buddy, let's ride. We going down the street, the car like it's full of people. Everybody, man, look at all those people in that car. The police pulled us over, all 6 of y'all, get out. This guy's big. You ever see somebody so big when they eat and they be humming? You know what I mean? We was in a restaurant, he like, Then he gave out a breath. Like, are you all right? Yeah, I'm okay. And we do crazy stuff together. We go to all-you-can-eat restaurants and sit down at the buffet. The manager be like, can I get you something? I say, some napkins, that's all we need. He like, you can't sit at the buffet. I say, I don't see a sign. You got to put a sign out. We went to the restroom and came back, he had a sign, do not sit at buffet. We do crazy stuff. But I have another friend, he does crazy stuff. He has this thing like he shake his head when he talks to you. You ever seen people like that? He don't even realize he's doing it. You know, his name's Jimmy. You know, how you doing, Jimmy? Ain't nothing going on. How you doing? I'm like, what is wrong with your head? Ain't nothing wrong with my head. He do it so much, I started doing it. I'm like, so what's going on? Because when you see other people do that, it'll make you do it, you know? We was at McDonald's looking at the menu like this. And the girl walked up, may I take your order? I said, see, look at her head, look at her head. And I know this stupid stuff. Like I got a friend, he always giggle after everything he say. And that's crazy, you know what I mean? Like he was just standing around, so how you doing? Oh man, I'm doing pretty good, how about you? What you laughing at? I'm not laughing at nothing. Could you imagine somebody like that testifying for you in court? The judge said, you see what happened? Yeah, he didn't do nothing. Get him out of here, get him out of here. Let me tell you though, one thing I do like about white people is that they let you know when stuff is gonna happen. Like somebody gonna hit me with a stick right now, this guy jump up, hey, watch yourself, he's gonna hit you with that stick right there. I can turn around and catch him. Black people do not talk about, they talk among each other. They won't say anything to you. They'll be sitting there, look, he's getting ready to hit him, he's getting ready to hit him. Bam, so I told you. I told you he's gonna hit him. You know, I have crazy people in my family. I mean, crazy. I have an uncle that coughs, and it sounds like he's cranking a car, you know? And it's like he's trying to get it from right here. You know, it's not like a, it's like a, Uncle, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. And the same uncle, he laughs out loud and don't crack a smile. That's almost impossible, am I right? I crack a joke, he just bust out laughing. And people always want to know what I do. Everywhere I go in. What do you do for a living? I'd be like, I'm a male stripper. And they'd be like, what's your stage name? I'd be like, Stretch Marks. Hey, you all, that's my time. Thank you very much.
By the way, Bruce, first of all, you're done.
People. In fact, I saw a brochure that said Montreal, a place to get away with the family. Now see, when I got ready to come here, I was thinking Montreal, a place to get away from my family. Oh my God, and I got weird people in my family. Starting with my grandpa, love him, but he's losing it, and it's not his fault. You see, he has Tourette's syndrome, and now he has Alzheimer's. He wants to cuss, he just can't remember the damn words. And my grandma is following right behind him. She's starting to shrink. Everything except her big behind. People, it looks like she has shrunk right up into her rear end. There's just a head sitting on top of a butt with a couple of legs sticking out. She's just a little old butt lady. It's sad but freaky. We like it that way. And we have, being black, a lot of relatives with made-up names. And please, my Caucasian friends, don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. Because you know that you have been introduced to a black woman, and when she walked away, you went, what did she say her name was? Chandelier? Did she say her name was Chlamydia? Don't try to pretend. I have a little cousin. Her last name is Waters. They actually named her Evian Spring Waters. True story. She's all upset. I'm like, hey, at least it's expensive water. Not like your brother toilet, all right? I know at school he's calling himself toilet, but there's no accent over that damn E, all right? And I tell you, my nieces and nephews are totally undisciplined, out of control little brats. I can't stand it. I hurt my arm beating them. Nobody seemed to be doing it. I volunteer. My sister disciplines her kids using timeout. You heard of this? It don't work. She said that she read it in a book. Experts gave her theories and principles on how to discipline her kids. Let me tell you something, people. My mom raised 5 kids. She did not read a book. Oh, she had something like timeout. It was called knockout. It was based on the Bertha Lee Hicks principle. See, she theorized that a child would reevaluate his or her negative behavior upon awakening from a state of unconsciousness. That should be in a book. See, the thing is, we couldn't get away with this stuff when we were kids because my dad is a Pentecostal preacher. Very strict religion. In fact, we were just a light bulb and a car away from being Amish. I don't know if you know the Amish religion, but it's against their religion, a sin. Get this, to drive a car. I read an article where an Amish guy got hit and killed by a car. That's ironic, isn't it? It'd be like a Mormon being crushed by a giant coffee maker. Or a Jehovah's Witness being talked to death. Just ironic. A dream come true, apparently, also. I went to the land of the Mormons, Utah. If you haven't been there, the only thing you need to know, no black people there. None. I didn't even see a black dog. Went to a restaurant, they didn't even have pepper. They tried to get me to go rock climbing. I had to tell them, oh no, I'm black. If you see some black people climbing rocks, somebody's chasing us, we're trying to get away. I'm serious, they did talk me into going snow skiing. I knew somebody was gonna say something to me because I did kind of stand out. A woman in the lift line taps me on the shoulder and goes, excuse me, how come more black people don't snow ski? You're supposed to be such good athletes. I had to tell her, because the snow looks a lot like cotton. We don't like that. I think sports are cultural. I think it depends on how you grow up. I think if you think basketball, you think black guys. Ice hockey, white guys. Golf, white guys dressed like black pimps. That's what you think. It's... Remember something, people. Take this with you. Laughter brings us all together. We need a lot more laughter in this world and a lot less of the dumb, stupid crap that divides us. Thank you, Canada. You have been beautiful. Thank you.
Montreal, a lot of married people out here, I see. I was married for 49 years. Okay, 7, but it felt like 49 to me. I'll never do that again. I tell you, see, our problem was we were married 7 years, we didn't have kids. See, you gotta have kids, you do, because you need the distraction. You do, right? You need something else to focus on, because if you don't, you got too much time to focus on why you can't stand each other. After a while, little stuff would just start getting on your nerves. I would find myself just looking at him going, look at him. Every time we eat, he has to chew. What the hell is this chewing stuff? I don't remember him chewing when we were dating. What is this? And my parents are having a fit too, because my parents been married over 50 years. There's no divorce in our family, you know, so my mother's having a fit. She's like, oh, divorce. Oh, it's just that easy, huh? Things get a little hard, a little rough. You just gonna throw in the towel, just quit like that. What's the problem? Arguing and fighting, that's it? Let me tell you something. Your father and I had a shootout, okay? He took one in the arm. Harry, show her where I shot you. Now, you see, that's love right there. He knew he was wrong. I shot him. You move on. So now I'm living by myself, and I'm thinking about getting a pet. I'm gonna get a dog. You know, that's what I'm gonna get. I don't like cats. Cats don't do anything. They don't have any responsibilities. You know, really, come on, you never heard of a guard cat? Or a bomb-sniffing cat? Or a CNI cat? See, that's why I like dogs. Dogs have jobs. They know what it's like to have to get up and go to work in the morning. You know, right? You get up, your dog is right there with you. You get up, your dog's like, okay, all right, man, you going to work today? Okay, cool, we'll be right here. Don't worry about the house, okay? I got it all taken care of, right? Anybody try to break in, I'm gonna bite him in the ass, okay? Don't worry about it. I got it. When you get home, I'll be right here. Jump up, lick you in the face. Okay, I ain't gonna lick you in the face, 'cause you don't like when I lick you in the face. I lick myself, then lick you in the face. You don't like that, okay? Won't do that. But I'm gonna be right here. Cats don't give a damn about you. They don't. You get up, your cat is like. You better take your ass to work. And feed me before you leave. I'll scratch all this stuff up in here. I don't care, man. And I think the whole thing with men and women, I think it comes down to sex. You know, like the difference men and women. Because men on different levels. Men and women are on different levels when it comes to sex. Sex is very important to a man, very important. I mean, look, they discovered Viagra, right? And don't think they just started working on that. They've been working on that for a long time. That's been way ahead of cancer, heart disease, scurvy, tuberculosis, the common cold, smallpox. Anything that they killed along the way, they just stumbled across it trying to find Viagra. They were like, hey, I think this will cure tuberculosis. Okay, well, get that out of here. Ain't doing a damn thing for the penis. Come on, focus, guys. Focus. You know sex is important. Look, the doctor tell the guy right there, he said, okay, the only side effect of Viagra is that it could kill you. Kill me. But will it help my penis? I'll take it. I mean, you can see why sex is important to guys because, biologically. It's easy. You can see why men enjoy sex because they're always going to complete the act regardless, right? I don't care that sex could be bad, but they're always going to have completion. It doesn't work right like that with us, does it, ladies? No, we got to get midstream before we figure out this is just not going to happen. It's not gonna happen. That's why I tell guys, I'm like, hey, if you know how to satisfy your woman, stick with that. All right? Just stick. I tell a guy in a minute, hey, what you did, that was good. Now do that again. All right? No, jot that down. That was good. Remember that. Don't go get fancy on me trying some new route that you don't know anything about. Because you're gonna get lost. And just like a man, you ain't gonna stop and ask for directions. No, you just gonna keep on going until you run out of gas. Leave me out in the middle of nowhere. Gotta get myself home. We are, man, different levels when it comes to sex. Look at the porno industry. That's $1 billion industry. Men support it, they act out their fantasies. And what's the #1 fantasy for most guys? What is it, ladies? 2 women, right? 2 women, that's what they want. Now, fellas, I think that's a bit lofty. Really, because come on, be honest now. If you can't satisfy that one woman, why you want to piss off another one? Why have 2 angry women in the bed with you at the same time? You know, and fellas, I'm looking out for you. You know how much you hate to talk after sex. Imagine having 2 women just nagging you to death. Blah, blah, blah. Hold me. That'll get on your nerves, you know. I know some of you guys probably are great lovers. You deserve 2 women. Maybe you do. But you know what? I think you should have to earn it. Right? Yeah, it should be earned. You know, like a video game, you get so many points, you get an extra life. I think it should be the same thing with sex. We're doing such a great job. She's like, oh, I can't take it anymore. Ding, you get an extra woman. I'm Wanda Sykes. Thanks a lot.
So wonderful being here. I'm a big basketball fan, actually. I love it. My favorite player is Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq. Superman. I like him. He's always under the basket holding it down. Then Kobe, give me the ball. Man, I'm looking right at you, man. Give me the ball, man. But you know, you talk about sports and stuff, and I actually did a little sports myself. I ran a marathon. Last year, I ran my first marathon. It was the Los Angeles Marathon. I finished, well, let's not get too excited now. It took me 6 hours and 23 minutes. People were walking faster than I was running at the end of this race. And I trained for it, you know, because you get all hyped up. Because on marathon day, after months of training, you have to get up at 5:30 in the morning. You go to downtown Los Angeles, there are 30,000 people, all different shapes and sizes and colors, races. Everybody is running the marathon. And everybody's all grouped together in their little marathon clubs, you know. Like you got the old ladies over here, it's the grandma's running club. And you can tell by the t-shirts, because they got the little cute messages that the kids have made, and they put it on there with sparkles and peanuts and stuff. Then you got the military guys over here, they hard. They wearing the camouflage shorty shorts and combat boots, singing the marathon song, you know. We gonna run the marathon. We about to get it on. So they're hard. Now finally at 6 a.m., there's a guy on the podium that says, runners, get on your mark. Get set, pow, and you're running a marathon. And it's exciting. You're waving to your friends, look at me, I'm running a marathon. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting for about 1.5 miles. Man, what we doing, man? 25 more miles? Now you're just running. Now at about 5 miles, this is where society as we know it begins to break down. Grown men begin urinating on public streets. Just, I can't stop. I gotta keep running, man. I'm trying to keep my time. At mile 7, 8, they run out of food. Those little slices of oranges, the power bars. Now we're hungry and thirsty, but we run in the marathon. After a couple of miles, we became like a pack of wild animals. We were snatching fruit off of trees. Then you get deep into the race. Mile 17, mile 19. You get to mile 20. They call this the wall. Because a lot of people don't make it past the wall because you start hallucinating. Running the wrong way. I got to mile 23. My nipples were bleeding. Oh my God. And all along the length of the race, people, total strangers, would run out of their houses and cheer us on. Keep running! What you're doing is incredible. Don't stop. You're gonna finish this race. Yes, you are. You are gonna finish this race. Just like I'm gonna finish this cigarette. I started this race the first Sunday in March. By the time I crossed the finish line, it was 4th of July. I will never do that stuff again. Oh my God. Thank you, Montreal. Thank you.
thank you. Man, I love Montreal. I do, man. Yeah, man, I was hanging out in the black community today. Both of those guys are great. We got along. I took 2 white friends of mine to an all-black party in LA. These guys were in shock. They had no idea that black people sometimes call each other nigga as an endearing term. And they saw the brothers at the party like, hey, what up, nigga? Psst, psst, my man. Oh, what's up, nigga? Pat, pat. My white friends, they got all excited. Hey, how you niggers doing? The music stopped. Everyone looked at them. Oh, my goodness. I mean, they got their asses kicked that night. I hated to do it, but you understand. It was like, they embarrassed me, those kids. Me and one of the guys, this is real ironic, we got in like a little Rodney King incident ourselves. Me and this guy, Dave, we were eating dinner at a restaurant. Dave got in an argument over the check with the waiter. Next thing we know, the owner, the manager, all the employees get together and just beat the shit out of him. Kapow! He sued him for $500,000 and won the case because the whole incident was recorded on videotape. Sounds amazing, right? That's why me and my buddy Dave always carry a camcorder with us. Because you never know when a Kodak moment might pop up, you know. We'll be hanging out and be like, all right, Dave, go ahead, I got you. You ready, man? Go ahead, do it. All right, just be ready. Hey, officer. Kiss my ass. What? Uh-oh. Roll them. All the police problems in the States, man, it makes me wish superheroes existed. Normally, I hate superheroes. Not because they never help out black people. I think they're bad role models for children. You know, just look at them. Look at Wonder Woman. Look at how she dresses. You know, those big-ass red hooker boots. Blue underwear with stars and stuff all over them. They always give women ridiculous weapons. Wonder Woman has a golden lasso that makes you tell the truth. Ooh, not that. The hell is that gonna do? She's gonna catch a bad guy. Gotcha. Oh, nice tits. Superheroes never fight crime in black neighborhoods. No, I would love to see Batman in a black neighborhood. I can see him now. He just, Robin. Yes, Batman. Didn't we park the car right here, man? Having such a wonderful time. You know, folks, any of you guys ever do this? I got in a little trouble when I was coming into Montreal. I walked to that little X-ray thing at the airport and said a joke about having a gun. Don't do that, yo. You know, I was just trying to be funny. You know, I walked through the thing, it said, boop, boop, boop. He said, I'm sorry, but you have to go back through. I said, oh, no problem. Must have been my pistol. I mean, he was ready to kill me, man. Pulled his gun out and stick out all that shit. But my buddy Dave had the camera rolling. Peace, everybody. I'm out.
Montreal, what's happening? All right, that's good. First time being here in Canada. You got a real nice city. You got a lot of nice people. You got a real beautiful language and all. I don't know none of it, but it's a beautiful language. What I'm trying to say to you basically is you got one very confused black man you done brought up here to Montreal. Because I'm telling you, man, I'm having a tough time adjusting. Ain't nothing went right from the time I got here. You people are nice, but it started on the plane. I get on the airplane, and I'm listening to the instructions. They're in English. I'm doing just fine. Then out of nowhere, they switch right over to French. Didn't tell me nothing. So you know I gotta pay close attention because I'm thinking I'm the only brother on the plane. They're saying something I'm gonna need to know. And I don't know if you picked up on this or not, but when they say the instructions in French, it always takes a little bit longer than it does in English. So I'm thinking right away, they're not telling me everything. Because you see, you look at this, they got 4 exit doors on the plane. When they do it in English, they point to the first 2. Then when they do it in French, they point to the other 2. I'm thinking, okay, if this plane goes down, they don't want my black ass to get off. So soon as it goes down, I'm focusing in on one little French man, and I'm following his ass right off the plane. It's been real nice here, man. Everything's going good. Sports up here a little bit different from what it is in America. America always thinking we done invented something. You know, we got this sport, the America's Cup. They always call it the America's Cup. Now they're hyping it as America's favorite sport. Who did they ask this? You don't ever see no black people yachting, do you? Oh, no, because after that first big boat ride, yeah, we kind of lost our taste for sailing. This is a lot better than the last vacation I was on, though, man, it really is, because I went to Jamaica last time I was here, and they convinced me to try something, snorkeling. Folks snorkel before? This is great. Yeah, well, I learned something. See, snorkeling is real closely related to swimming. I can't swim. I don't know what made me think I could snorkel. But peer pressure makes you do a lot of things. See, when you got 23 people standing on a boat going, come on, get in the water, it's okay, it's salt water, you can't drown. Oh yeah, you can. And if anybody can find a way to drown, trust me, I'm gonna do it. So they get me out on this boat and they start to passing out the gear. They hand me my flippers, fins there, and I slip them on. Then they give me my mask. Now I'm about to put my mask on when I look over and I see 23 people spit into their mask. I'm going, now what is this for? But I figured it was one of them life-saving techniques. So I put a lot of spit in my mask because I didn't want to get down there and run out. So they say, put your mask on, take a deep breath, suck. Okay, I got it on. Then they give you this tube that you stick in your mouth, and the rest of the tube is supposed to stick out of the water at all times. This is very important information. So they say the secret to successful snorkeling is to lay out in the water flat, kick, keep your head parallel to the water, and you won't go down. So I'm kicking, and yeah, I ain't going down. Everything was going great till I started to see fish. See, when you see fish in the ocean, you don't see one fish. You see a gang of fish. And they're just darting all over the place. And you can't bluff a fish underwater. You can't go, get the hell away from me. Because fish just look at you and go. So this one fish swam right up against my mask. Now, I was later to learn that this was a very small fish, about the size of a guppy. But in my mind at that moment, that was orca the killer whale. So I panicked because the fish started to swim under my body. I had to follow this fish Because you know Jacques Cousteau could be wrong about the feeding habits of a guppy. So when I look down, my tube dipped into the water. That is a bad move. Because now my next breath was not a breath, it was a drink. And folks, I ain't sipping it, I'm drinking it. Damn it, it's Miller time. I'm just hosing it down. And you know, once you get enough water in your lungs, you have to cough. And in order to cough, you must first take a deep breath. Another bad move. Because now I'm drowning. And people start swimming towards me, and I mean nobody. But nobody was coming close. Because I had that look on my face like, I want to hold on to something. And they knew if I could have got my hands on one of them, I was going to try to stand on them. So this one guy swims a little bit closer, and he says, don't panic. Don't panic. I ain't panicking. Damn it, I'm drowning. And they say you can tell when a man is drowning when his eyes bulge out of his head. Ain't nobody had to tell me I was drowning, because one of my eyes had bulged so far out of my head, it turned around, and I could see the expression on my face. I'm Steve Harvey. Thanks a lot, Montreal.